What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it, as always. Coming to you from a still rainy Cleveland Supercross National. 450 main just finished, and I mean just finished. Listen to that crowd. Hyped on a Roczen win. What a great night of racing. But we had rain, we had shakeups, first turn crashes, everything in between. And this track got brutal. The SMX track crew actually did a pretty good job prepping it up to Titty City between races, so this track walk's not going to be as brutal as it could have been, but yeah, definitely still going to be some gnarly sights to see. You guys know how it gets out here. It's a war zone. No offense to you veterans, it's just a phrase. And oh yeah, gotta give a huge thanks and a shout out to the channel sponsors. They're the reason we're here. We'll get into this race recap and the track walk here in a second, but please do me a favor and go check them out. Huge thanks to ASV Inventions, home of the unbreakable lever. If you lose talent too often on the bike like myself and you crash, bend up levers all the time, then definitely check out ASV. They can solve that for you. And then huge thank you to Sirius Studio. They can take care of all your merch needs, hats, shirts, you name it, they got it. And huge thank you to the designlabco.com. They got some great designs in their lab at their co, and if you need anything graphic related, then look no further. I have links and discount codes and all that fun stuff in my video description, and if you guys buy from them, a small portion of the sale goes to me to help keep the channel going, so if you guys buy from them, you are literally supporting me. Hope you enjoy the video. Look at the ruts off the start. They were cooked. The grates probably got slick from the rain. That's got to be a fun dynamic. Listen to this crowd. They love Roczen. A few boos, but those guys are probably too hammered to even know who won. But I guess now would be a good time to start talking about that 450 main event. Winner on screen, Ken Roczen. I don't remember the moto score. Oh yeah, 2-2-1. It's on the screen right now. But awesome night for Kenny. Consistency wins it. When you got 3 motos on sketchy conditions, I mean so sketchy, way sketchier than kindergarten artwork, but stayed solid all night long, stayed in it to win it, and win it is what he did. And haven't seen the points yet. I mean, the moto just finished like 30 seconds ago, but I feel like he's got to be right there with Hunter in the points. So 3 rounds to go. This thing's a 2-horse race now that Tomac's out. We hated to see that. Did it right over here, landed, busted the hip or the shoulder. I don't even know, but huge get well soon to beast mode. But now we're down to Kenny versus Hunter. Webb with a very outside shot, as Kenny's got an inside shot at getting the best cheers. But pretty much down to Roczen versus Hunter now. Very bad night for Hunter. We'll get into his results here in a minute, but yeah, huge night for Kickstart Kenny. More cheers just for good measure, no choice. Raindrop, drop top. These raindrops are ruining my iPhone shot, but here was the first turn, crossed a couple of lanes. Not much to see just yet, so we'll get into second place in that 450 main, or all the mains, I should say. Second overall, Cooper Webb. Super feisty all day long. I was kind of thinking that he really didn't think this championship was over. It looked like he had a little extra spark and a little bit of extra pep in his step today. Really fast in qualifying, even topped one of the sessions, but just didn't quite have it in those first couple of mains. The last one was good, but just good enough for the runner-up spot. And then we got this first rhythm section right off the start. We had a few pile-ups through here. It's so sketchy going through the Corduroy Pants National right off the start with 22 guys deep, but yeah, I had some crashes through here. Those would probably be the culprit. Get well soon to Drew Adams. I think my guy Devin Simonson may or may not have went to Indonesia through here. And check out these ruts up here. This is ridiculous. No shot. I mean, imagine bottoming out in those things, clipping foot pegs and still sending the trip. Yacht. Short track and a lot of laps. You'll have this on the bigger jobs and small. Even if you went for this small kahuna line, there's still some ruts and grooves in the contract. Got 7 Deuce Deuce doing the same thing as me, but with a real camera. Go check them out. Track Talkers, they crush it. Got love for all the media. I don't even know if I am media, but we got this bowl corner. You can see everybody enters wide. It's in the contract because you got this 353 out of this corner, but the exit, this is one of the corners I don't think got touched up too recently because it was brutal. I mean, pick a line and definitely pray, because that 353 was a boost, even on a 450 towards the end of the night. But you can see they probably started out there, made their way downwards to the inside as the day went on. I almost said night. I don't know about these day races, man. They're good for TV, but it's just not quite the same. But out of the Rut Fest 353, massive seat bounce. So many people needed their lawyers. It's very evident as we get to the landing here. Not even the best lawyers in Cleveland could have saved him from this one. And they were kind of landing and sticking, so That's ultra sketchy. Right into the face of, I was going to say the Supercross triple, but I think it's pretty much in the contract that they're doubles now. They used to be triples, but gone are those days. They're Supercross doubles now. But of course, another rutted face. I saw several cross ruts and scary moments over this thing, but rounding out the podium in that 450 class, we had NBA Jacob. He was looking good to win it heading into the third main, sitting on a 3-1. He was the points leader. Guys, look at how slimy it is. I just busted my ass. You can never tell from TV. They make it look way too easy, but still a really good, promising night from Jacob. He had the win in sight, and if he keeps putting himself in those positions, eventually it's going to pay off and he's going to finish the job. Maybe even in Salt Lake. I could see a surprise win out of him there. But great work for Jacob. Escaped injury or something gnarly because he had a crazy crash in the last moto. Saw a replay of it, but then we're into this 90 to the right. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how bad this is. You guys aren't gonna believe this. They're down to the pipes. This is insane. Just a couple of speed bump, acceleration chop, and that's not dirt. That is crazy how deep they dug it. There's not much they can do. 450s are digging these things to China. Out here is not a whole lot better, but at least there's no pipe showing. That is crazy. I've never seen that before on one of these. And oh my freaking Lanta, double into this. It might be the last double you ever do. Look at these things. All foot peg deep, more lines than a college frat house on this track, and none of them are very good. Pick your poison and pray it doesn't kill you. I mean, if I remember correctly, there was guys tripling off of that. Absolutely ridiculous. Couple more ruts if you go for the 2-2-2, safe line, stay low, but you get more ruts in your contract. And then another inside, outside. No lines are good nationals. We'll get into the rest of this 450 top 5. I actually lied. We're going to look at these ruts too, and then we're going to talk the rest of the 450 class. But these are ridiculous. This makes me never want to ride again. I haven't really been feeling too fond about it anyway, but no chance after seeing this. There's a reason I never made it here, guys. I saw some people commenting I should be racing, but they don't hold funerals at these stadiums. I'd be done. I mean, guys, this is insane. Like, massive. And it's all the way up the face. Like, how are you supposed to double in off that? Are you serious? I think this is the gnarliest post-race track walk I've done yet. The rain really did these guys not a favor. Absolutely mind-boggling national. You guys have no clue. Well, then we'll walk through this rhythm, finish the 450 class. A 4th overall for Chase Sexton. It was a much better day overall, I feel like, in the 3 motos for him as we got more ruts. I'm running out of adjectives and jokes and things to say. You guys know what you're looking at, but better day overall for Sexton, I feel like, over the 3 motos. Not exactly super ideal to get shadow boxed by Justin Hill for the 3 spot at the end of that last main, but still he ended up 4th. It was better than what we've seen out of him in past weeks, and yeah, this doesn't look fun either. I'm starting to get out of breath because I'm about to trip through him every time I go in the transition. But rounding out the top 5, we had Joey Savacci. Dude probably can't even shift. Got a messed up foot. There's the guy, Justin Hill, came to check out the wasteland that he just got 3rd on. But solid top 5 for Savacci. I think he's been one of the underrated best guys of the season. Doesn't get enough respect. The dude's sick. And then 6th place for Hunter Lawrence as we're going to continue to check out. You guys probably wouldn't have guessed, but more ruts. But yeah, not what Hunter was looking for. Not even a little bit. Came out firing in main 1, got the win, but then a little bit of a lackluster main 2 with the 5th, and then main 3, a total disaster. I believe a crash in the whoops, they said. Surprised he didn't crash right here. I'm sure somebody did. But a crash in the whoops then. So I'm about to roll my ankle at the National, but then in this berm up here, Marchbanks put him down. I haven't gotten to watch my replay. I did get a video of it, but I'm slipping, I'm sliding. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but he put him down, and this is straight up dangerous for me. I'm about to blow my knees, ankles, and everything. I might as well start racing again if I'm gonna live this dangerous, but definitely not a good night for Hunter. Major points hit. Him and Kenny have got to be close, and 3 rounds left to close this thing out. It's now or never. But that was the 450 class. This berm got all scraped up before the last 250 or 450 main. I don't remember which, so that actually looks pretty nice. I wouldn't mind even hitting that, but these, no thank you. Used to be a whoop section, but now it's just a rutted, bumpy straightaway. This is crazy. This reminds me of the Las Vegas Strip at the World Mini GP back in the day. I mean, they started out not all that big anyway, and I think they built them yesterday afternoon, so them breaking down, it was kind of inevitable, but this is crazy. There is not even remotely a good line. There's all kickers everywhere. You can hardly even see them, so when you're ripping through here in 3rd or 4th, yeah, oh my gosh. Casualty from the track crew. It's been a crazy night all around, but yeah, when things are coming at you that fast, Probably don't even see half these holes. You just send it through them, hope and pray you make it through. But yeah, this one line in the middle pretty much starts at the beginning, and you pick it and you're in it for 3 to 5 business days till the end of the straightaway without a choice. All the way out, just completely ate out. You get a little bit of a break, not over there. Those are bumpy. The whoops are almost still there, but over there, a little bit flatter. So maybe the exit on that right side was better. I don't know. I'm not a Supercross coach. I don't know nothing, but out of these whoops, more ruts into this double. And this just might be one of the few spots on the track where maybe you could loosen that grip and take a breath. But I say that, you'll nose pick and head to Indonesia before you know it if you're not on your toes. But land this double. We got another freshened up berm. They did this one right before that last 450 main, so it's primo. And honestly, all things considered, for how much rain we had, the track was sick. It was kind of titty city because it didn't feel like it ever stopped raining. Every time it would stop for a second, it would come right back. So it was never really not raining for more than a few minutes at a time, and the track actually held together pretty good. But now we'll run through a wild 250 Triple Crown as we get towards the end of this lap. There's not a whole lot left here. Finish line's right next to us, but what do you know? Another random win in the contract for Nate Thrasher. He's good for at least one of them every year, and now he's got another one. Not the year he's been looking for. Nerve damage to the shoulder in the offseason, coming in under the gun and struggling a little bit, but he must be getting some strength in it. Things are coming around because he's been getting better and better, and now he's got a win yet again. A lot of talk about him not being at Star next year, maybe some movement to Triumph. I don't know, just a total rumor, but great night for, again, great day for Nate Thrasher. It's been a long one for me. I'm shot. Wide open backwards down the start straight around the equipment. I don't know if you guys saw it on TV, but it was there all night. But they've got another bowl corner, ruts everywhere on the way out. And then we got a seat bounce triple, so that's always fun when you got ruts that lead all the way up the face and they're deep. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get a closer look at those. No shot. I don't understand how they actually make the jumps when it's like this. Like, I feel like this would be a solid seat bounce on a good day. Well, this is just horrible. And I feel like this once was maybe a 353, but everything's got worn down from people casing, etc., all that kind of stuff, loose activity. But one more seat bounce triple yacht into the basic yacht. Finish line, nice and mellow this week. They didn't want anything too crazy for rain. And look, all the water's down there. The track's way better. Land the finish across the first turn area into one final bowl corner. They're knocking bales down. I guess they didn't realize I wasn't done yet. Somebody forgot to tell them. We're gonna move this old girl over a little bit. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. But around one final bowl corner, I'm not even gonna say the R word anymore. And then you got this either double in and do the big kahuna line or just survive. You pick, honestly. But that's it for the track walk. She's cooked, but to finish up some thoughts on the race and the 250 class, I feel like the story of the 250 class, for me at least, no disrespect to Nate Thrasher, but I feel like the story is Landon Gordon. Rookie rider, SMX Next all year. Wasn't even supposed to be racing pro, just gets subbed in at the last second and gets a second. Dude was in the fight for the win. Absolutely insane, unreal riding. The kid got good starts every main. It just looked like he belonged up there. It didn't look like things were happening too quick for him or anything like that. And I've been a pretty big Caden Dudney glazer, but I might have to switch to being a Landon Gordon glazer, because as much fun as Dudney is to watch ride and as sick as he is, he hasn't done that. Gordon just did the damn thing. That was legit. The closeout crew is all pissed I'm not wearing yellow. I didn't make the vest color. I don't have a choice. But then rounding out the podium, Cole Davies. Definitely not the nights he's been used to having. He hasn't lost since like February, but yeah, crashes in the first and the second mains. I think he got himself into a pile up off the start, and not what he was looking for, but you win championships on your bad days, and it was starting to be a bad day, but he still salvaged a podium, and we all love box around here. He got himself on the box, and that's what champions do. So good night, good day for Cole Davies, all things considered. I'm never going to stop saying that. But then a fourth for Seth Hammaker. Oh, what could have been, man. So fast. A win in main 1, a third in main 2, but then down in the first turn in main 3. Came through most of those guys really quick, but then got the 7th, and the charge kind of stalled out. I think Cody with a T crashed with a C and gave him the 6th spot, but he was just off the box, so that's a huge gut punch and a hit in the point standings. And as we're making our way out of here, rounding out the top 5 was Dax Bennick, and I feel like Dax kind of got hosed on this one. I think he went like 3.53 or something really good and only got a 5th, so I feel like he continued his really good string of results, being solid and consistent this year like he has been, but just didn't quite get that hardware. No cheddar, no check. But yeah, guys, that's a wrap. Post race from Cleveland. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Track was insane. I'm glad I didn't have to ride it, and the racing was great. So Stay tuned for a lot of coverage coming soon. I had some guys running GoPros and qualifying and an LCQ, and of course we got all kinds of footage from the trusty iPhone, even though the rain was trying to screw up my program. The touchscreen doesn't like water, but yeah, we made it work. We had no choice, and I hope you guys enjoyed. But thanks again. Appreciate each and every one of you, and we are out.